Hi everybody, it's Julia Swift here with At the Box Office, and today I'm talking about a new film directed and starring Bradley Cooper. It is Maestro. It's a biography about Leonard Bernstein, who was the composer for the music in West Side Story, along with being one of the first American conductors who was really revered around the world. So last time we saw Bradley Cooper star and direct something was when he did A Star is Born with Lady Gaga. And this time he has another amazing co-star in Carey Mulligan, who is playing Felicia, the wife of Leonard Bernstein. And she was an actress in her own right, very successful. And she married him even knowing that he was gay, bisexual, and they had a very tumultuous marriage that was full of a lot of love and passion and frustration. And I want to leave the rest until you see the movie. So this is definitely so well crafted, almost too well crafted. I wish Bradley Cooper had someone else direct it, because when he directed A Star is Born, he directed it in a very naturalistic style where we could get lost in the story. But what he does with Maestro is he's so self-conscious about all of his technical choices. At first, he starts by trying to put us in whatever time period we're in and making sure through color or lack of color, movement, dance, sound, lighting, that we are in the different eras as we go through the life of the composer. And it's really distracting. For the first 20 minutes, I thought, okay, we're going to be back in old time and we're going to be in black and white, and the camera movements were so grand and the lighting was so extreme that it was working for me. But then it kept switching as we got to the different eras. And every time it did, it pushed me out of the emotions of the characters and made me just completely aware that I was watching a film, and made me start analyzing every frame and every choice with the sound and the color and the framing. And that's not what makes a film, that's not what helps me and most audiences really feel something in films and really get lost in films. It's way too self-conscious. It was written by Josh Singer, who has done some amazing films, like he's done all sorts of films. But I will tell you two that were not my favorite, and that is The Post and First Man. And the reason that I bring those up is those were both films that were very loose in their structure. And they also, because of that loose structure, I kept losing emotional contact with the characters, and that happened again in this film. So I'm not saying don't see it. Carey Mulligan is always amazing, and she is once again really amazing. And the scenes that do work, I want to go through and tell you each one, but I don't want to, because I want you to experience them on your own. The scenes that do work purely because of Carey and her ability to just draw in an audience and make whatever she is going through believable and relatable. And Bradley Cooper, I think that directing, producing, and starring in films is something that perhaps is not working, because it's making even the portrayal of Leonard Bernstein became too self-conscious for me. And he didn't feel all the time as if he inhabited the characters. Sometimes when he was doing something that was recorded for television that we might have seen in the past, and he could look at that footage, he copied it exactly. But then in the other scenes, he was speaking and acting completely differently. And it just made it feel, again, like there was not this cohesion. And I wish he would act in some movies and produce and direct others, and work with a writer who can guide his characters a little more. So there's not a whole lot out there, and it's an okay film. It had some pretty amazing performances, but it does not deserve Best Director. I'm sure it will be nominated because so few things were amazing this year, but it really doesn't deserve it. So I think this is one that you wait for on Netflix, coming out December 20th on Netflix. Don't waste your time going to the theater for this one. Watch it when you can be in the comfort of your own home. All right, I'll see you next week at the box office.